This is homework number 4, and I'm going to help you with problem 11. Alright, as with any word problem, you may want to read it more than once. I know I had to read this one more than once because I kept getting height and weight mixed up. It says one way to estimate the minimum healthy weight of a woman in pounds is to multiply her height in inches by 4 and subtract 130. So I was kind of curious about this one. I'm not going to tell you what my weight is, but let's say we have a woman that weighs 150 pounds, and she wants to find out if that's a healthy weight for her height. And her height is, let's say she's 5'6". 5'6". Let's see, 5 times 12 is 60 plus 6. She's 66 inches. Alright, so let's find out if we take 66 inches. It says to take her height times 4 and then to subtract 130 from that. Alright, 66 times 4. 4 times 60 is 240, plus 6 times 4 is 24. That is 264, is that right? Double check my math on that. And then I'm going to subtract 130 from that. So it'd probably be easier to do it like this. 4, 3, she should weigh about 134 pounds. So she's a little overweight. Alright, so that's how that works. So the reason I did this with an actual height is to find out, okay, how does this function work? What's this going to look like as I try to write this for any height to find any healthy weight? So what did I do? I took a height, and we're going to call that h, and I multiplied it by 4, and then I subtracted 130. So function of a healthy, of height is to take that height times 4 and subtract 130. Now in algebra, we don't write a variable times a number like this. We're lazy. We get rid of the times sign and we write 4h minus 130. So the function, and they want us to use w for the function instead of f because we're naming the function. We have a nice name for it. W of h is equal to 4h minus 130. Again, you can get that by trying a real number in the problem and understanding what you're doing with that number, that height. You're timesing it by 4 and subtracting 130. Alright, that is part A. And of course the answer is written down for you. I just wanted you to understand it. Now we're supposed to take an actual height of a woman, and I did this back here with 66 inches, so let's try it in our function now with 62 inches. So for part B, we're going to be doing W of 62. Well, we're just going to do the same thing we did with those 66 inches. We're going to go 4 times 62, subtract 130. Now if you're really lazy, you can just enter that straightforward into your calculator. You don't have to press equals until the very end. 4, let's turn it on first, 4 times, and we can use the parentheses just as we have written. Our calculator knows that means times. Subtract 130, and I get 118 pounds. So what we just found out is a healthy weight for a woman who is 5'2", 62 inches tall, is 118 pounds.